Hey everybody, I hope everybody's having a fabulous week this week. So this week what's popping and dropping is a piano. We're going to make a bigger one than this. So if you'd like, we're going to head over to Design Space. I'm going to show you everything that comes in the file, and then I'm also going to show you how I created my pretty paper this week, which are going to be music notes if you would like to use those. So let's go ahead and head over there and we'll get started. I'll meet you there. Okay, guys, when you open the piano pop-up card large, this is what the file is going to look something like. Don't forget to go up and name and save your project. Add any additional pieces that you would like to have. Now, how I did my pretty paper this week is I went to scrapbooking.craftgossip.com, and she has a free printable music sheet, and this is what her page looks like. And if you scroll down, you can click on this red words here, and if you click on that, it's going to take you over to Script. This is what the website looks like. And then you'll just click this download button here. And then once it downloads, you'll find it in wherever you download your documents to. Now when it downloaded as music sheet. So if you click on that, or double click on your music sheet, it's gonna open it up. Once this opens up, it opened up in my photos. Then I just right click on it, and then I'm gonna click on print here. So when my print screen pops up, it lands on landscape. If you change it to portrait and you're doing this on an 8.5 by 12 sheet of paper, you'll be able to cut two pieces of pretty paper out on it. So you'll only have to cut two of these sheets total. And then I just print it and send it to my printer. So now what we can do is go ahead and cut all of our pieces out, get those pretty papers printed, and I'll meet you at the craft table and I'll show you how we're going to put this together. I'll meet you back over there. Okay guys, so we have our pretty paper and our card base, and I'm going to show you how I made this look antique-y. So to accomplish that is the Jim Holtz Distressed Ink frayed burlap, and I just printed my music notes out on white cardstock, and we are just going to take our brush, or you could use one of these guys if you have that, and we're just going to start putting our brush in and start rubbing this around onto our pretty paper. So this is what our pretty paper is looking like, and you can keep doing as much or a little as you want with the inking. Now why don't we go ahead and work our score line and get our pretty paper put on. And this week our card is going to be going long ways, so just keep that in mind when you're putting your pretty paper on. So why don't we go ahead and fold our card base. So this is what our card is looking like, looking pretty cute here. So you know what we can do now is, why don't we get our pieces out that we're going to put on the front of our card. So let's do that. Okay, now that we got our pieces out, we're going to take our black and white piano pieces here, and it's just going to lay directly on top of our white piece here. So we'll just line it up and put glue on the back of our black piece and go ahead and lay that down. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so we have our piano put together here, and this is what it's looking like so far. We can go ahead and get our pieces out to our rose. Now I'm going to use a black background for my rose, and then the green piece just lines up right here on the flower like so. If you would like, in the file you are able to change out the color of the leaves if you would like to make them different shades of green. So if you'd like, we can go ahead and glue our green piece on top of our flower. Now for the top of my rose, I'm using vinyl. So I'm just going to take my transfer paper and put it on the top of my rose over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now on the front of our card, we're going to take our piano and we're just going to line it up right here with our pretty paper at the bottom and on the left hand side. So once we have it on like so, we can go ahead and glue it down to our card base, the front of our card. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we can take our little white strip and I'm just gonna put it right here in the middle on the top of our piano. So we'll just put glue on the back of that and put it on like so. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Now we have our white bar put on. Now we just need to decide where we're going to put our rose. I think I'm going to put my rose just right here, kind of laying across my piano like so. So why don't we go ahead and put glue on the back of that and put it on top of our piano. Alright, so we got our rose done on top of our piano. Now I'm making my card an anniversary card, and I'm thinking about putting their 54th on top, so the 5 and 4 on top. Do you like it here in the upper corner like this? Or do you think I should lay it down on top of the piano about right here? Let me know down in the comments, or let me know if you don't like the 54th on there at all. Now let's get our pieces out for the back of our card. So this is just like the piano on the top, but I've made it into a little card. So we're just going to work the score line in the middle right here. And then when it's done, we're going to take our black piece and we're just going to line it up right on top of our white piece. So we can go ahead and glue this piece down. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So I got the idea when I was putting this together. We can make this little card into another pop-up card. So I made another file that's called grand piano pop-up card, and what we can do is add a leg to the inside of this card. So we have a score line right here at the top, and we'll just fold that and work that score line. And then once it's worked, we're just going to put a little tape on the top of that tab and glue it to the inside of our card, and it will stand up like so. So I'm going to put a little tape on this. Now I'm just sticking my leg right here to the top of the inside of my piano. And as you can see, we have a little leg that will prop our piano open. So I just thought it would be a cute, easy pop-up card that we could do. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put a little glue on the back of my piano piece here and glue it to the back of our card. I'm not going to be using the kickstand on this card, but you can if you would like to. Now we have our little piano card on the back of our card. Now the next thing we can do is go ahead and get our pieces out to make our inside piano keys. So let's go ahead and do that. We have two score lines on our piano keys here, and we can go ahead and work each of those. And they will end up being mountain folds. That's what it's going to look like once we get one folded. And let's go ahead and just do the rest of them. We have all of our keys worked here. So let's put this aside and then we're going to work these score lines. We have one at the top and then we have another one almost to the bottom and then the one at the very bottom. And those are all going to be mountain folds too. So let's go ahead and work those. Let's work this one here at the bottom. All right, so we have both of our pieces worked. What we're going to do is take our little notches here and we're just going to work them in our little holes here. When you're feeding these through, you want to make sure your one score line is at the top and then your two double score lines at the bottom. And then that's what it will look like on that side. Okay. And we can just keep going and working each one of those through there. And then we have them all worked in. That's what it will look like on the other side. We won't need any glue for that. And then what we can do is lay our piece down, and on our last score line of our black piece, if you fold those back flat, our little strip at the top here is going to line up with the top of our white piece. Okay. So all we need to do is put glue on our black piece and then adhere it to the top of our white piece. So let's go ahead and do that. So I have my glue there, and now I'm just going to fold it back over to my white piece. So now we have our black keys on our piano. So let's get our card base back out. Now with our tab here, we're going to put it on our top piece of our card base. So we'll put glue or tape, whichever you want to use, and we're going to line it up, and it should line up as wide as our pretty paper. But you want to bump that up to that score line. So if you need to pick your card up, go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and put some glue on there. And we're going to go all the way up to our white part for the glue. So make sure you get that all the way up to our white piece. Don't go past that score line. Now I'm just making sure I'm putting this on the front part of my card base, and you want your black and white tab to go on the card base like so. Now I'm just lining it up right on our pretty paper here. You're just going to make sure you bump it up to the score line. Don't go past that score line. Now we can give it a good rub down once we have it all lined up. So once we have it on, it should look like that. So we have that done. We're going to fold at our score line that's closest to us, and then our next little tab should be showing too. So we want it all flat like so. So let's go ahead and put glue just on our very bottom tab. So you can see where I've put the glue, and we're just going to fold our card down on that. And then when you open up, you want to kind of go slow to make sure, because I can see my side over here is not quite down yet. So I'm just going to give that a good another rub. And then when we open it up, we have our cute little piano. Now all we have left to do is put whatever other decorations we're going to put on, and I'm going to my vinyl on layer my vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so here is our finished piano large pop-up card. Front of this is just kind of romantic. And then we open it up, and it says strike up the band, it's your anniversary. And then down at the bottom I did happy anniversary. And then on the back we have a little piano that you can open and write a message inside of it. I also went ahead and did the bigger version of our card on the back. If you would like to do this, you could add all kinds of different little things to it. And on this one I just put, I hope your day is grand. And we can write a message over here, or you can do decorations and do a message on the back. But look at the cool little thing. We can have our, I think you can see it from there, but let me do it. Our cute little kickstand that you can put up if they want to, leave their card out on display. There you go. You can see the side of it there. So you have two different cards with the piano thing going on. This is a simple, quick card you could do really fast, and this one doesn't take that much longer to do either. But either way, we have two choices this week. Do you guys, what musical keys do cows sing in? Beef flat. Guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and crafting with me. Don't forget to stop by next week to see what's popping and dropping. Bye.